Whoa, hey, it's a new video. That's only taken 2 months. I wanted to come back sooner, but it just didn't happen that way. Um, but I've got a number of videos I'm wanting to make, and should be some stuff over the next few weeks. New stuff like new video ideas, and covering more stuff like this. But first things first, I gotta finish this. It's taken nearly a year. Um, and I'm not gonna let it hit. It's not. I'm not gonna let it take 1 year. So I'm gonna finish this up. Maybe this time. I don't know if there's gonna be two parts or not to this. We'll see how long this goes for. These videos tend to be quite long, so. But yeah, before we get into it, refresher. It's been a while since I've opened this, though. A lot of the videos did get uploaded about 2 months ago, so maybe not too long ago. But yeah, Lastshot of Photokatsu. This has a number of things. Last time we were covering the postcards that come in this, and these pretty much cover all of the Photokatsu PRs, which is pretty great. They look really good. But there's more stuff in this, even though that is certainly the main attraction to this whole thing. We have these, and I believe these are prints specifically made. I think this is all art specifically made for the Lastshot of Photokatsu. I'm not sure if there's anything else in here that wasn't made for it. I've never opened these, so the only two I actually know what they look like is this one, this Yume and Koharu, and this Ichigo and Akari, which looks pretty good. They look nice. But yeah, let's finally see what's in this. I don't really like that I have to open this, but So, well, I started, so no matter what happens, I have to go with this opening to the video. Anyway, all right, so let's see what is actually in these. Actually are. Okay, nice. They're covered. Okay, it seems like there's only one other one in here. Looks like Eureka and Ran, just from looking at the back. Oh no, Kaeda. It is not Ran. It kind of looked like her. Magical Blood, or Magic Blood. I don't remember what their unit's called. But that's nice. For the final event, we got these two. And finally the last one. Well, that's that. Again, these look nice. I'm glad they have these around them like this. I kind of like to get them back in here if I can manage to do that. The problem is the sticky stuff on the side of it. Yeah, if I can get these back in here, that would be good. Let me just try that real quick. And fold this back some. I should do it one at a time. Okay. And then let's keep this on that side. Alright, there we go. Alright, well that's all that. Now I believe there's at least one acrylic stand. I don't know if there's more than one. Yeah, let's take out all of this and get to what's at the bottom of this, which I've never actually gone this far. So yeah, there's this big thing. There's both of these. And okay, is this event scenarios? So I'm guessing this is going to be mostly all dialogue, I'm assuming. I'm not actually sure. I'm guessing these are the event scenarios. That's pretty nice to have that. And photo illustration. I'm not sure exactly what would be in that, considering we went through all the PR art. And then they have these two acrylic stands. At least right now, I'm not gonna bother setting these up. How would this even go together? I guess this is, both of these are sticking up. Oh, I guess this is supposed to be like the aura. That makes sense. That's interesting. And the Akari. Okay, so I do want to go through these. So this is why I'm thinking there might be more than one episode. However, if the event scenario book is not actually... If there isn't much to look at in there, and it's actually mostly just... if it's actually mostly just, you know, the dialogue and stuff from the events, I don't think there's too much reason for me to go through that. You know, I imagine, I think most of that stuff is probably out there. It's not like I'm gonna read it, so... Alright, so let's get this out. These I'm not going to put back in there. So yeah, event scenarios. And... Yep, it looks like it is probably all just the dialogue. But that's very cool that they would, that this is archived like this, I guess, is the correct way of putting it. These would actually be fun to read if my, you know, my Japanese reading skills ever get high enough for it. Just because I didn't really read the events when the game was actually around. There's the, what is this, the 7th anniversary? Would it have been the 7th? No. I don't think so. I think this might have been for the 6th anniversary, or the 5th? I don't remember. But this was... Well, no, this was at the end. This was... I remember now. This was used for the... Never mind. This was for the very last story in the game, I believe. Or the last event. I'm guessing it was probably the last event story, actually. Were there even... Did Photokatsu even have, like, a... like basic story scenarios? It must have, I think. I don't actually know. I don't remember. This seems like just the event. I don't remember. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. But yeah, not too much to go through that one. It's all the event scenarios. This one, I'm a bit more interested in seeing exactly what this is. Photo illustration. Maybe, so, it might be, you know, they have, like, the art for the PRs, and sometimes they kind of go together. Maybe it's like that. I'm not quite sure what exactly this is in this one. Let me get this out. There we go. So actually, what's the best way of showing this? Oh, okay, it goes this way. That's interesting. So over here, I guess, I'm like, this way is the best way to show this. So, yeah, there's photo, Aikatsu photo on stage logo. Okay, so, is this just, okay, so I'm guessing this is the, I see. This is, so they have the, there's the PRs themselves, but they also have the, what's the best way to, the like, full body art you see for when the characters are on stage in the game. So I'm guessing that's probably actually what this is. Well, obviously. And it seems like they have maybe all of the art in here, which is pretty crazy, actually. That's cool. That is pretty cool. again, I feel like it's kind of hard to talk too much about here. I'm sure there's some good ones, though, that we can see. But this is certainly a lot, and it's not easy to show in the book, but... Yeah, is this a new page, or... There's the basic rares. I'm curious if they have the end cards for the Seidels. That'd be nice to see. Yeah, I guess I can try and go through and see if there's any that really stick out to me. Stuff I would want to show, but yeah, a lot of photos were in this game. I think, how many did they reach? I can't even remember. It was it like 2,000 or 3,000 photos in total in the end? I guess mostly what I am curious about is if they, what else is here? Oh, here's Photokatsu 8. I just happened to flip to this. That's cool. I remember I probably mentioned this before. There's Doggo Tome. That's nice. Pulling 2 of the Photokatsu 8 Ichigos. Menkatsu. That was exciting when they started adding the male characters. Which they didn't even really need to do. Since, I mean, ones like Johnny, like they didn't need to add Johnny Bepp. But glad that they did. I like this one, the Rin with the squid. That one's pretty good. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I don't know what's up with this one. I don't know why this is here, but I do actually have an acrylic stand of this Ran, this cord. It's not these, but it's over there. It's over in my cabinet though, so I'm not gonna go grab it. Oh, there's another Angely Bear. I didn't notice those before. Oh, and here is my favorite event, of course. There's more over here. It's not separating events. I don't know what those Angely Bears were for. Yeah, this was a great event. I really, really loved those photos. Alright, let's see here. Let's skip through this a bit more. Yeah, what I'm curious of is... Oh, here's some really good ones. Yeah, there's definitely ones to talk about here. So these were the April Fools, or that 2018 photos. They had the fat Ichigo. And these were just based off of kind of random, just memorable episodes, I guess. They had Rachi. Dogran's pretty good. Eureka eating the garlic ramen. Those ones are really good. That actually makes me wonder, do they have the... I don't know. Where is the April Fools... Here's a good Ichigo. The April Fools 2017... If I can find those, they should be somewhere around here. That's 2017 New Year's, I believe. Should be around here. I'll hold it like this, try and find them. What's Photokatsu 8? Oh, here they are. Okay. There's the 2017 April Fool's, the small sleigh. That was neat. That was a neat event. Here's a bunch of stars. I guess, okay, is stars just... Okay, they do have the titles. It's nice to see they're all just here in the back. Oh, where is... I don't remember her name, but the one with Mr. Coco. There she is. You can't see Mr. Coco, but he's there. Okay, and then here's all the stars ones. Pretty good. I don't remember the... Probably don't remember many of the stars ones as well. I remember the one... There's the one Yozora with Miss Romance that I remember. If I can see that. I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't think I saw many, just because I didn't have a lot of stars PRs, I didn't see many of these that often. Because I suppose the rares aren't ones you'd really, actually no, you would see the rares pretty often, because those were the exact same actually. Which, yeah, that's cool that they do have everything. This is a good roller. The crocodile. Which makes me wonder too, do the photos... I don't think I'm going to go through and try to identify them, but it does make me wonder if the photos that were unreleased, that were in the postcards and stuff, if those have the illustrations as well. I wonder if those would be anywhere in here. It's the bottom. It's probably actually the best way to show it, though you can't see the bottom. Okay, so there's more. What's up with these? I didn't even know. I don't even remember what these were for. They have this Owie who's reading a Katsu style. I'm guessing, I don't actually know what mascot is this. That's Otome's mouse thing. I don't remember its name. Yeah, those are interesting. I don't have any. I don't remember these at all. I might not have noticed them. I don't know. Oh, okay. So I think these are the unreleased ones. Because, yeah, there's this jury. That one's unreleased. I'm pretty sure the motorcycle ran. I was also pretty sure it's unreleased. I guess there's an unreleased Hanaki. I don't even know which one that was. I don't remember. But I remember these two. These ones stood out. Those ones I did not recognize. So maybe these were unreleased too. I don't know. Maybe they were. Because I feel like I do remember this one, but I don't know. That might just be a face Yuzu makes. Yeah, that's interesting, because, yeah, they have just more. And there's these. Maybe maybe these are unreleased rares, potentially? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know the rares that well. Okay, so then what are these exactly? Okay, so that is that was actually something I was wanting to see. Were these in the, I don't know what's up with this page. Were these in the postcards and stuff? I don't really remember. I do remember these though. These were the vanilla chili pepper PRs that they did for the I think they were just like event PRs that you got from events, I believe. Here's some of the level up cards and stuff. Okay, yeah, so I wanted to see these. So they do have the full art. I'll go through all of these. They do have the full art of the premium rares together. The ones that match at least. Well, that was random. I don't know why my camera just randomly crashed, but yeah, so we have those, which I just showed. Some Choco Pop Detectives. Pretty good. Dressed up versions. I do like this Eureka with Alan coming out of the cake. We have Miyabi and Kokone. And their dressed up versions. Here's Madoka and Akari. The dressed up versions. I wish it was easier to show these, but the bottom one, the first one should be alright. Here's Double M, and this one's neat. This is like pretty much just their what is it? Their why am I blanking on what they're called? Their appeal. It's basically just their appeal, which is interesting. That's cool though. And we have the dressed up. And here's the Aoi Ichigos, as well as the premium rares. Got figures. Still really would like them to make more premium rare figures. So, especially of, like, all these would be really good choices. Here's the Summer Colored Butterfly ones, premium rares. Still one of my favorite Photokatsu songs. Probably maybe favorite of 2017. Not 2017, 2016. Yeah, probably my favorite of 2016. Here's Ichigo and Akari. A lot of these have Ichigo, which is to be expected. It's Masquerade. Pretty good photos. Dancing Diva. The New Year's Ichigo and Aoi. This is the Valentine's Juri and Akari. Still the only, I say still, not like I can get any more. The only, I believe the only event Juri I ever actually got, which I was upset about, especially for the October one. It's more Ichigo, Akari, Cosmos, specifically. The Double M. Pretty good. I do like, what is the song? Smiling Suncatcher. Though I think this was for, was this for the Red Mountain? I think this might have been for the Red Mountain event. Two wings. I think these might have been, I think two wings were the first. I think these were the first two premium rares that you'd get from events, I believe. Okay, and then here we just have, I guess, more single ones, since their dressed up version, or not the, is this the dressed up version? Yeah, I think this is the dressed up version. The base one for these had them, we saw it before, but them looking at each other, like it's from their perspective, each card. And the cheerleader set, I imagine there's maybe a couple of these, no? Okay. Here's of course the Juri and Mikuru from the Halloween keep blanking on the year 2017 event. Okay, so yeah, we have the Halloween event, and then we have this Ichigo and Eureka. Good. I don't actually remember which ones these were. I'm sure we saw them, but I don't remember what those were for. We have more Madoka and Akari. And there are more skips PRs. We have Sakura and Miyabi. I think this was a case where Miyabi you got from an event, and Sakura you didn't, maybe? I don't remember. And then we have the, what is this one called? I don't ever remember what this one, but the restaurant, it's like Heart Restaurant or something, I don't remember. But pretty good. I do like the Juri. Cooking some shrimp. Got Christmas, Aoi, and Ran. And now we have ones that are 3, which is cool. This one event that I also don't remember the name of. I don't remember the name of that song. That was early like March, I think, 2018. Near the end, but... And the last 2 PRs, of course. And we have the Sunny Day Little Sunday for the anniversary, as well as the Aikatsu anniversary one, which this is what I was thinking earlier. This was the art. What was that, 6th anniversary or 5th? What year was that? That was 2017, I think. So that would have been 5th. I'm pretty sure it was for the 5th anniversary. Of the Yume and Koharu, and the dressed up. Then Ichigo and Akari. Or were these the first 2? These might have been the first 2 event PRs you got. I don't remember if it was these or the 2 wings. And then just the end, the copyright stuff, illustrators. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a Tome and a dolphin. That one's pretty good. Overall, it's a pretty great little product. I don't know if that's the right way to refer to it, but it's really cool that they did this. I really love it. I'm glad that I got it and was able to go through it. So yeah, it's great to have this stuff archived in some form, because it really sucks that the app was shut down and most of what was in the game was lost with it. Um, but yeah, other than that, there will be more videos soon. I've got a number of things I want to take a look at, and some other videos I'm thinking of doing, and some of them not Aikatsu related. Most of them are, but a few. I think there'll be a few other things too. Other than that, I guess always there's art. If you want to go on Twitter, that's twitter.com/Shasher11. I don't know if you do it. The ad is at Shasher11. For now, at least. I still want to get that changed at some point. Also, there's a Pixby. If you want to go look at that, that's linked in there. And of course, you can always just use Shasher.com, and that will just bring you straight to my Twitter account. Other than that, yeah, thanks for watching.